Then check your numbers. Close. Almost. You got some of the two of the numbers are right. How many years ago was that? 2010, take away 1619. 391 years ago. That is, and so everybody, you can write 391 years ago. That is when Africans were brought here and started the process of becoming African Americans. Long time ago. Now, most of you have not had this in class, but just for the fun of it, when did slavery end in the United States? What year? Okay. I'm not asking these questions to make you feel dumb or anything like that. You haven't studied this yet. You haven't studied this. But I'm trying to put the time in perspective for you, so you get an idea of exactly how long ago that was. It wasn't 1920. It wasn't 1900. It was going further back. It was 1865. So you can write the year 1865. That is the year that slavery ended. And what ended slavery in America? The Civil War. Good job. Good job. That's what you were going to say right there. The Civil War. That's what ended. Okay. So just some ideas of some numbers. Now as far as dates, those are the only dates we have to deal with right now. 2010, 1865, and 1619. Okay. So now, this time, 1619, not all African Americans came over at once. They were brought here for all the way into the 19th century, into the early part of the 19th century. Those people that arrived were my ancestors. Those were my ancestors. What is an ancestor? People from my family from a long time, or people who are no longer here. All right? That's what the ancestors are. Those are people that came here. There are family members. Because a lot of times people say ancestors like it was something that didn't just way 1,000 million years ago. But they were actually connected to me. And I'd like to show you how they were connected to me. I need 8 volunteers. Come on up here. That's 2. I need 6 more. 3. Can I get a 4? Can I get a 4? Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5? Somebody get a 5. Let me get a 5. Let me get a 5. Let me get a 6. Can I get a 6? Get a 6 coming up right here. Can I get a 7? Can I get a 7? Let me get a 7 right here. Can I have an 8? Can I get an 8? Come on up here. Come on up here. Alright. Okay. Okay. So, this is all about ancestors and the connection that I have to them. So can we get a straight line up to me, shoulder to shoulder? Shoulder to shoulder. Okay. So, in this lineup, I like doing this part. I'm the baby. I'm the kid. You're using your imagination, right? Each one of these people represents one generation. One generation going back in time. I'm the 2010 kid. This would be next generation. My father. Hi, Dad. Hi, how you doing? Alright, I'm the dad. Okay. So, next generation would be grandmother. Hi, grandmother. Alright. This would be. Shout it out.
Come on, let's go, guys.
You know, somebody told me once, if you're wrong, just be strong. If you're strong, you know, just be strong. Okay? This is who? Great-grandmother. This is who? Great-great-grandfather. Great-great-great-grandfather. Great-great-great-great-grandfather. Great-great-great-great-great. What, 4 times? Grandfather. No, is that 5? You're 4. You're 4. Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Can I get one more up here? Can I get a girl? Thank you.
Thanks, Cassie.
Alright. So you're to the 5th power, and you're to the 6th power. Great-great-great-great-great-great 6 times grandmother. Wow. Look at my ancestors. Give my ancestors a hand. Now, don't go anywhere. I still need my ancestors. I still need you. Okay, so the numbers that we had were 2010, 1865, 1619. Those are the numbers. Why I'm talking about ancestors is my ancestors came to America without, because they didn't have any suitcases, they didn't have any money or gold. But what they did have is culture. Culture represents what's in your mind. Culture represents the food, the way you cook. It represents the songs you sing. It represents religion. It represents a lot of things. What they did bring is that. So, slavery ended in 1865. So, which one of my ancestors was the last person who was in slavery in my family tree? Down there, to the last one. See, which one? The last one that was in slavery. So, is my father a slave? Was my father a slave? What about my grandmother?
No.
My grandmother is slave? The last person. My great-grandmother?
Yeah, probably.
How many people think great-grandmother? Raise your hand. Well, how many people think the great-great-grandfather? Huh? How many people think great-great-great-grandfather?
Who's that what?
Who was the last one? Who was the last one? Who do you think? Actually, in my family, what do you think? Right here. Right here. Great-great-grandfather would have been the last one in my family tree. It's different in people's family tree because we're different ages, right? But right here. So, since we came from Africa, this is an easy question. Who were these people? Where are they from? Where are they from? I can tell you, interesting enough. Now, right here, he was from Africa. Okay? He was born and lived in Africa. He lived part of his life in Africa, was captured, and was brought to America. So he spoke an African language, and sang African music, and ate African foods. Everyone else here was African. You knew nothing about the United States or America. So what's interesting, if you think about it in terms of music and language, okay, the line is broken here. Africa remembered Africa and was in a new land, was in a new place, and was like, oh man, they're teaching me English. What is that? But I still remember Africa. I still remember my foods. I still remember my culture. I still remember my religion. I still remember all that. He had a child, a daughter. And the daughter said, yeah, the father, Dad taught me some songs from Africa. Dad taught me how to eat plantain. Dad taught me how to eat rice and fish. Dad taught me this, you know. And then you go, your granddad was African. Your granddad was born in Africa, and he taught me this and this and this and that. And you would go, yeah, but I'm American now. I speak English. I only know a couple words like juke and jumbo and jumbo and tote and guy, moolah. I only know a few African words. Yeah, but I know a little bit about African songs. And you would go like, what? 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 And I would ask my dad, I said, Dad, do you know any, we came from Africa, do you know any African languages? And he would say, no, but I heard a long time ago that we came from Africa. So the idea, the evolution of African American music is that even though you don't remember, there's still some traces that when we listen to our music, that we can still hear our ancestors' music. When you listen to hip-hop, and I'm going to show you in a couple minutes ways of how when you listen to hip-hop, you listen to R&B, and you listen to jazz music, you're going to hear things you didn't even know were a part African, but they're still there because culture doesn't disappear. It doesn't disappear. I mean, we eat pizza, we have lutefisk. Those are things from our ancestors. We do all kinds of things in this country that come from people who are long gone. So give my ancestors a big hand. Thank you all.